Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode in our forever world. If you're new here, I'd like to give you a very warm welcome. This is a channel where I create cozy gaming videos to help you sleep or study. We have quite a few things to do today in our world. We're going to start by changing some signs. And of course, as if on cue, it's just started to rain. Well, I hope the rain gives you a signal to get nice and comfortable in bed if you're here to sleep. If you're here for some background noise, then just leave me on the side, and I hope the rain provides a nice cozy ambience for you. So as I was saying, we're going to do a few things today. We're going to change the signs because we've got a new name for our brand new companion, a cute little cat. And this is no longer Oopsie and Daisy. This is now Oopsie, Daisy and Dreamy. So let's quickly change that sign. We've got Oopsie, Daisy, and Dreamy. How are we, everybody? Are we okay? They seem to all be getting along. Somebody just took a big munch out of the dirt there. I think that was Oopsie. And we're going to add a new dreamer to our cozy little garden as well. And then we're going to name our cat. I want to thank everybody that left their name recommendations in the comments before. And we're still going to have plenty of opportunities for you to name different animals as we find them. So I'm going to ask for your name suggestions in the future as well again. Before we do name our cozy little cat over there, hello. How are you guys? You good? They seem to be getting along, keeping their distance as cats tend to do. We're going to add somebody to our lagoon. We're going to commemorate a new dreamer. It's currently 1 a.m. here, and I had a very busy day, but I really just wanted to kick back and play some Minecraft tonight. So I'm really glad that you're here with me, and I'm really glad that I'm able to do this right now. You have no idea how much I need this. Okay, so we're gonna put this person over here next to the staircase. And we're gonna be expanding this in the future anyway, so we should have a lot more space. Actually, maybe we'll put them in the corner here for now. We'll put you here next to the lamp. There we are. Now this person's name is AbbarooA. And there's an A there, so it might be AbbarooA. And AbbarooA left a fantastic message, and it really made me so happy. And the message reads, "I love these videos. I really hope you become big. Your calm tone put me right to sleep the other night, and I just love watching your videos. Thank you so much for your kind words, AbbarooA. I hope I can continue helping you sleep, and I'm really glad that I was able to help you fall asleep. There's nothing worse than lying in bed not being able to sleep, so for me to be able to help you, I'm very glad. And welcome to our lagoon." Speaking of the lagoon, we do have a bit of a plan for today. And even though there's no real time limit on this episode, I want to change the farm area. So even though it's already really nice, I want to expand it a bit maybe and rebuild the farm. And maybe even build a bridge across to that island over there today. So that's kind of on the agenda. And as you know, we do like to improvise in our forever world, so we'll see how we go. The next order of business is to name our new companion. Hello, Lily. Hello. Let's give them their fish before we give them a name. I've already got another one there. There's a fish for you, Lily. And there's a fish for you, Zara. So we've decided to name you Zara. A very special person named Zara. A viewer that's been with us for quite a while now, and she's left a lot of comments on our episodes. And you know who you are, but I really like the name Zara. I think it's a beautiful name. So we're going to have to change the sign now, because this is no longer Lily and Dreamy's home. This is now Lily and Zara's home. Lily and Zara's home. So there we go. I'm gonna let them chill now. And I'm gonna head to the garden. Actually, have I got food on me? I've got some bone broth and beetroot soup. Fantastic. I really also need to that's the other thing I wanted to do today, was try to get a Fortune 3 book, but I'm only level 25. So there's a very good chance that's not happening. We can try, but I really don't think that's going to happen. Okay, we need to do a little bit of planning now, because we're going to extend the farm. And what we're going to do is we're going to sort of separate the different areas. So we're going to have kind of like an area there, maybe one there. And we're going to have all different crops. Because at the moment, as you walk through, there's just kind of different types of crops all over the place. And even though they are kind of subdivided, we want it to be a little bit more neat. And I have a very OCD brain, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that in the aspect of I like to be very well organized. So I want to make sure that everything has like a certain schematic to it, like a blueprint. That's what we're going to do today. So we're going to start by going through some chests. And we're probably going to find a bunch of dirt if we can find some, which probably is in our treehouse. We're going to head over to our storage area. We're going to find as much building materials that we can find that we'll need. So wood and stuff like that, because we're going to be categorizing the farm, let's say. We're going to head up here. And I know that there's heaps of dirt in this chest, so we're going to grab a bunch of dirt. And I like to be extra prepared, so we're going to grab quite a few stacks. And even some grass blocks might be nice. Grass blocks are handy because it'll make it look nicer. If we place a grass block next to the dirt, it'll start to kind of spread, and it won't just look bland. I'm happy to get some wood now as well. We'll probably take a stack of maple logs, maybe some spruce, and just all these like decorative blocks that we have as well. We'll take some of those too. Take a lot of them actually. Oh, we've got heaps of fences that might be handy as well. Cool. Now there is no doubt in my mind that we're going to need a lot more wood, if I'm being honest, and a lot more fences. So we're probably going to need to go on a little bit of an expedition. Glass is also very important for this build. And of course a bit of sand for the sugarcane. So we are running out of resources, but we should have more than enough for now to get started on expanding the farm. Yeah, so I looked up the enchantments for the books because some of you might know in a previous episode we found a miner called Carrie, I think her name was. And she kind of showed us that if you give her a Fortune 3 book with a normal pickaxe, she'll turn it into a Fortune 4 pickaxe, which is crazy. But I looked on the wiki, and to get a Fortune 3 enchantment on a book, you need to be like player level 45 or something. I can't remember the exact number, but it was some crazy number. So we're quite far away from that at the moment, but it's okay. We'll make our way towards it slowly but surely, and we'll eventually get there. That's what's important. We're gonna chuck all this here, and we're gonna start with the dirt. So we're going to get all the dirt in our inventory, in our hotbar I should say, and we're gonna pick a few zones where we want to expand the farm. I quite like the sand here, so we'll leave that pretty much as is. And we're going to collect the crops as well while we're here. So let's just grab all of these. Hello there. You don't look like Chuck, because Chuck's got red eyes, but you look like a close relative of Chuck's. If you do see Chuck, can you please tell him to come visit me, because I haven't seen him this episode yet. That's not like Chuck. Chuck always comes and says hi to us. Okay, we're going to grab all of this tilled dirt. And we're gonna kind of expand. And I kind of like, when I'm doing this, just look at, if I do, you know, kind of change a zone or a part of the farm or even, you know, of the garden, I like to see how it looks while I'm doing it so that I can get a good grasp of like what I want to do to it, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's better. And because it's literally, well, Monday morning. I was going to say Sunday night, but it's quite literally Monday morning at this point over here. And I did a lot of decorating outside our house. It's not my house, it's like my family's house, but kind of I'm the main person who uses the outside space, like in the backyard. And we've got a pretty decently sized backyard. We've got like a water feature and a bit of like grass and stuff, but we had like a bunch of tables and chairs there that no one seems to really use. And I was like, listen, I'm gonna be moving all this around because, you know, when my friends come over, and you know, they do come over quite often nowadays, we need somewhere to sit, especially outside, because it does get really hot in the house. And when it's like sunset time, which is normally when we might be hanging out, it's really nice ambience outside to just sit down and relax. So this looks pretty good. I want to kind of head in that direction a little bit, and that's what we're gonna do. In fact, actually, I've just had a thought. I might want to change this into wood. You're going to be watching me fumble around and struggle to make this area today, because I do feel very creative at the moment. I have a lot of like, you know, thoughts going crazy, but when I feel very creative, I can't decide on things because I want to make it the best I possibly can. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So we're going to grab some brick bond planks. These are maple, so we're going to match that with the maple logs. And a bit of glass as well. And we're going to build actually a glass and wood area going in that direction. And I quite like doing it too thick, like a pathway like this. And then kind of like 3. And then kind of just splitting it up in this way. There we are. Yeah, I like that. It's quite cozy. And then we'll eventually add glass around this, but this is going to lead to like a little area around here maybe, where we start to do some dirt. So we'll shape this into a bit of dirt now. Hello, Mr. Squid. You look like you're having the time of your life. Can't imagine what rain feels like for the squids and the animals underwater. And just as we've mentioned the rain, I think we've jinxed it because the rain has stopped. Okay, we're going to build a bit in that direction. I mean, obviously they can't feel the rain, but I mean, it must feel a bit weird for them being in the water and then seeing like all these things hitting the top of the water. Okay, this is lovely. This is a great little plot. And in fact, what we'll do is off this plot here, we'll go in this direction. So we're going to have like this big farm that's kind of connected by a big network of like bridges and stuff. And we want to kind of use those that network of bridges to separate the areas. So we're probably going to till all of this, and we'll plant tomatoes here maybe. Tomatoes and carrots. So we're going to section it off from here in the middle. So the middle will be sectioned off actually. So let's do that now. Like so. There we are. And then off the middle we'll have different crop types. So over here we'll have a bit more dirt. And we can, the good thing about having them sectioned like this is that we can always change it if we need to in the future and have like different types and expand it even more. So I'm thinking we can do tomatoes on one side and like carrots on the other for now, something like that. I'd even just make a fence across like this, to be honest, on the wood. I'm very excited for this, guys. I've been thinking about this all day. I've had a very busy day. Not like tired busy, but I've just had a lot going on. And so I've been thinking all day about what I was going to do tonight when I was recording this episode for us all. And I feel like this is something that I was planning in my head. I was like, I've got to do something about the farm because, I mean, we've got like 6 chests now. And even with 6 chests, like everything still feels so unorganized over here. There's just random crap in all the chests. And I was like, I've really got to do something about this. And there's a random boat in the middle of the water. Like, I know we went fishing in the last episode, but I must have forgotten to take the boat in. I hope you'll forgive my carelessness. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, from here, we'll go around and then connect this back to the middle. Like so. And obviously we'll do a fence around this. I think that's lovely. I'm very happy with that. I think we're kind of due for a building episode where we just kind of build. Please don't drown, Mr. Squid. Looks like you need some air as well, so... Can I like nudge you towards the middle of the lake? There we go. Go in that direction. I don't want you to drown underneath. I won't be able to forgive myself if you drown. We're pretty much already out of wood. So let's go and get some more wood. And we're going to need a lot more maple wood to do what we're trying to do here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and get some maple wood. Alrighty. This is our cute little maple biome here. And these trees have been providing us with wood for maybe 12 episodes, maybe longer, 15 episodes at this point. I mean, I think this is episode 20 now, which is amazing, by the way. We've done 20 episodes together. That's fantastic. But yeah, these trees have been here for 15 plus episodes, providing us with the wood that we need to build our entire house and decorate. So that entire tree house is literally from all this wood. And do you see how, because we always replant the saplings, we have like a symbiotic relationship with the trees? It's not really a benefit for them. I mean, I'm just chopping them down, the poor trees, but we do replant them and at least they can still thrive that way. Yeah, I got a bit sidetracked, but yeah, so I redid the outside, the backyard of our house, and I think I did a pretty good job. I'd love to share a photo of it, but you know, it's dark outside right now and I don't think we're there yet. But before and after would have been cool, actually. I probably should have done that. It's weird because now that I kind of do, you know, YouTube content and stuff like that, I want to sort of share more of that kind of stuff, but I haven't been in that headspace in my whole life except for now. So it's kind of odd to think about, but now I kind of feel like I want to document more things and share them with you, especially on my Patreon. I want to make like a big Patreon page where it's a bit more personalized for people that kind of want more than just, you know, to watch the videos, where I can maybe have more conversations with people and stuff like that. Maybe even like a live stream, I was thinking. Anyway, I'm just thought dumping at the moment, so don't mind me. And a very close friend of mine who I've been friends with for, you know, 20 years or so came over the other night and she was telling me about how she's starting to do a lot of social media work and like graphic design work, and that we should collaborate. And I was like, that's a great idea. We should sort of, you know, the more people I get on board with my channel, the more I can do with it, the more videos I can make and the more content I can provide for everybody. And that's kind of my goal. I just want to help as many people as I can. And whatever helps me do that, then I'm very happy. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? Because I need help to help you. So, but I just feel extremely happy at the moment and really motivated. And I'm just really glad that you're here with me because you're making this possible. So thank you so much for being here. And I really hope that these videos do bring you peace if that's what you're looking for. if you're just here to enjoy me playing Minecraft, then that's awesome too. Zara has thought of some really cool video ideas, but they're probably more geared towards our gaming channel. So that's probably where the new videos like that we think of might be going. So there's so many things I can do with this forever world aside from helping people sleep, and that will always be a thing that I'll do. But I was actually thinking of, that's also why I want to get a Fortune 4 pickaxe, because I have a feeling that if I do make content where I, look for bosses or explore the floating islands, as Sasa said, that was her recommendation. She was like, you should just explore some floating islands, and I was like, that's a great idea. So as much as I want to do that, I think I'm going to need to be prepared, especially for the bosses. And because I'm not very good at Minecraft, all I really do is build and explore and stuff. And it's great for this because, it's chill content. But because that's all I'm really good at the moment, I have a really big fear that if I try to take on like a boss, I'm just not going to be having it. It's not going to be good. So I need to do a bit of research. Maybe ask a friend if they know how to prepare for something like that. So on the map, it says that there's things that I have not picked up. Is that Chuck? I think that's Chuck. His eye's still yellow, but he's got red as well. Chuck, is that you? Well, the turtle has sought me out, so maybe that is Chuck. Hello, Chuck. Oh, okay, there's another one. Maybe it's not Chuck. Just gonna pick up some loose saplings and twigs and stuff like that we've accidentally left around here. Oh, there's heaps on the top of this tree by the looks of it. There we are. Okay, that's okay. And that's kind of my OCD brain kicking in. See all these little red dots on the map? These red dots mean that there's like loot that's dropped or like, materials and that we haven't picked them up. And I kind of see that on the mini map on the top right there. And I'm just like, I better go and get all that because that's my OCD kicking in. And it's like, Egush, make sure you don't miss anything. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a lot of thought dumping today. So, I mean, maybe that'll help some people sleep while I'm thought dumping. That's something for them to just kind of have as white noise in the background. Personally, I used to love sleeping when people were talking, like if I was at a family event, and I did this a lot. At a lot of family events, because when I was younger, I would get tired really easily and I would fall asleep, right? So when I was younger and I would just be chilling in the living room after playing Xbox 360 with my cousin or something, and all the parents would be in like the kitchen or outside chatting, it was like a really cozy white noise for me. Does that make sense? Let me know if you can relate to that, because that's something that I think was a big part of my childhood, where we would go to like a family friend's house. We'd have dinner together, we'd, talk and stuff, and all the kids would be playing, like I'd be playing with my cousins or my brother and my sisters, and then, like towards like later on in the night, the kids would all be chilling on the couch or playing, Xbox or something. We played a lot of Halo actually, and then while that was happening, I would die in the game and give the controller to somebody, and then I'd be lying there and people would be talking outside, like all the parents and the adults, and I would just kind of fall asleep, and then I would wake up in my bed 4 hours later. It was just like some kind of unsolved magic. I just remember that a lot. We have so much wood now. Let's start replanting. So let me know if you can relate to that. I think that's a very WOG thing. Genuinely, I do. But obviously, I don't think that's exclusive to WOG culture. It's just something that a lot of WOGs would experience, I think. It's like my parents were not migrants. My grandparents were migrants. But my parents were born here. And even though they lived overseas for a large part of their lives, especially my mum, that culture is ingrained in us, like the culture of where I'm at. And our culture, especially with family friends, is like, you spend a lot of time together with your family friends. Your families know each other and you're always doing stuff. I remember going on holidays even with our family friends all the time. Doesn't happen anymore, unfortunately. But I'll always have those memories, and that's one of the most beautiful things about life, in my opinion, is that you'll always have those memories no matter what happens. Okay, we've planted quite a few saplings. I don't know how many trees we cut down, but let's overplant just in case. We must have cut a lot of orange down because we have so many orange saplings. Oh wow, that's new. Is that rice? It looks like rice. It's reed. Okay, I don't know what that is. That's very new though. I've never seen that before. It looks kind of cool. I have a lot of energy at the moment. But I'm sure as we get, 2 hours into the episode, I'll start to get a little bit tired myself. Oh, there we go. There's some spots there. Awesome. The turtle's playing hide and seek with his friend, I think. Are you hiding from your friends? Where are they? I'll try to help you out. I don't see them. You're fine, you're fine. You can go find a new hiding spot. There's one. Oh, he's going underwater for a swim. Okay, plant another sapling here. It would be cool if that grows. Alrighty, we've planted heaps of saplings now, and we've got plenty of wood. So we've kind of... Oh, don't want them too close to each other. Maybe even down here. Can we plant here? No. Lovely. Okay. And we have plenty of wood now to just go and use for decorations and for expanding our little farm. You can already see that. It looks quite nice. We could even connect it to, maybe even connect it to the bridge. If we kind of make a staircase going down from the bridge, that would look quite nice too. Anyway, we're off to the carpenter's table at the moment because... No, we'll do that first. Because we want to make these bricks into some... I want to see what... Not bricks, sorry. Logs into different types of planks. See what we can do with that. Maybe we should quickly just feed Lily and Zara while we're here. A couple of fish. Hello. And yes, Lily was our first babe, and she always will be our first babe. There you go, Lily. We'll never forget you, don't worry. And we're going to put the fish back. And they kind of get a bit like naggy when they don't have their fish, these cats. Okay, carpenter's table, here we are. Now, before we do that, let's quickly organize this. Fishing rod. I hear burning. I hear burning. I hear fire sounds. Last time I heard fire sounds, I kid you not, this place was all on fire. I don't want to rehash of that. Okay, it's probably just the cauldron. I just have this crazy trauma when I hear fire sounds. Okay, I think two whole maple logs worth of planks would be amazing. 2 whole maple log stacks. And now we can kind of play around with it and see what we want. I quite like the brick bond, so we're going to do 2 stacks of the brick bond. And then what we'll do is maybe some outside shapes. Something that we can put on the outside. Like that looks quite nice. Vertically railed. We've got shifted planks as well. Oh, cross looks nice. Bricky, that looks excellent. Cool, we've got a bunch of different types now. Now we want to kind of make the logs into something we can use as well. And reinforce actually looks quite nice. We'll do a bunch of reinforced and we'll do a bunch of overgrown. And now we've got a bunch of planks to play with. Go and mess around at the farm now. And we've got a beautiful, beautiful night sky here. This looks absolutely phenomenal. Maybe we'll take a second to just relax under this amazing sky. It's not quite a Milky Way, but it does look like some kind of nebula that we're looking at in the distance there. Nebulae is the plural of nebula. On my next payday, I'm going to go and grab a telescope and I'm going to go stargazing. It's going to be a very daunting experience. My uncle said it's not easy to do that, to go stargazing. You need to know the coordinates and stuff unless you have like an app on your phone. But those telescopes that have those apps are all like very expensive. Bit out of Egush's budget zone at the moment. But, you know, I'm still hoping to be able to see some things in the night sky with my telescope. My ultimate goal is to see the rings of Saturn. It's like my favorite thing in the whole world. Anyway, let's continue. So we've got tomatoes, carrots, and I think we'll do some dirt over here. Oh, let's quickly put the saplings and stuff back. Here we are. Let's put all of it in here. That's fine. All the seeds and stuff we'll deal with a bit later. Oh cool, there's like a little, looks like there's rain puddles. Alrighty, so we'll do another plot over here probably. Maybe just 3 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm okay to leave it like that, I think. And then from here we'll do another wooden layer around it. Maybe even do something like that. Yeah, that's fine. We can go from here. 2. I want to keep it as symmetrical as I can. I'm being honest. Oops. How on earth did it put it beneath? How did that happen? That just broke my mind. It broke my brain a little bit. I put it at the bottom of it. Okay. We're not going to question things at the moment. It's a dangerous way to go. I think this is fantastic. Keep it as it is. Oh, again, it just happened again. What is going on? There we are. What was that noise? Oh, there's a fish. So many weird noises going on. Sorry if they're disturbing you. I don't mean for them to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think we need one more there. Yes, we do. 5. How does that change this? It goes like this, right? Yep. There we go. It should be even now. 1, 2. And, okay, I think we kind of need to do some here as well. It just looks weird without these ones. Very asymmetrical. That's better. It looks a bit like a diamond now. And just layer this. Beautiful. Okay, we've got like three plots here. I was watching my nephew play Stardew Valley. That's kind of what this looks like at the moment. His farm is kind of like set into plots, so I got a bit of inspiration from him. So thank you, Jackson, for that. And then we're going to go in this direction. tomatoes, carrots, beetroots, maybe something like that. I need some space for chests as well. What we'll do, I'll figure that out a bit later. From here, let's connect this to that flax area. So let's go this way. I'm not worried about decorating the wood at the moment. I'm going to keep it pretty much just as these brick bond maple planks, and we're going to change it up a bit later. Just kind of doing the foundations at the moment, if that makes sense. There we go. I'm going to connect that to the flax. Cool. Nice little bridge. And now we might be able to get some more brick bond planks. Do I run out of them already? Gosh, I must have. No way, seriously? Oh, I thought I got 2 stacks. Okay, I'm gonna have to go and get more. My bad. My bad. I thought we got way more. So we're gonna go back to the carpenter's table real quick. I'm getting so horribly wet right now. Young Egush used to love walking in the rain and getting wet, but, you know. Adult Egush, not so much. Okay, we're gonna turn to brick bond. There we go. And I kind of want something that I can put like smooth. That looks pretty nice. Oh, that looks awesome. Stacked maple planks. Are you kidding? That looks amazing. I'm going to use the reinforced and blend it with the overgrown, and I reckon that's going to look absolutely crazy. The rain is still going steady. Look at the fish having the time of their lives. Just wiggling around. So cute. Like if we didn't have animals and pets in our lives, we would all be so miserable. And a lot of my friends, I say a lot, but it's not really a lot, but you know, some of my friends that don't have or have never been around pets or animals throughout their lives, I can definitely feel that kind of, they're lacking some kind of inner spirit in a sense, where there's a big difference between the friends I hang out with that are even only childs. I have a friend from primary school who's an only child, and almost everybody else I know has siblings. And being an only child is not easy. It's really difficult. If you are an only child, I empathize with you. I can't relate to you, unfortunately. I do empathize with you. And obviously it's not your fault that you're an only child. But if you do feel lonely as an only child, then I understand, in a sense. I really do. My friend from primary school that I was just talking about, we would hang out 24/7. Because I have a brother and 2 sisters, but I kind of preferred his company anyway. It's a bad thing to say. I hope my siblings don't watch this, but just don't lose that spark. That's all I'm trying to say. I know it's difficult when you're an only child, or if you haven't been around pets in your life. But when you become an adult, or if you are an adult, you get to make your own decisions, and maybe some of you just need to hear that. But please just know that there are always people around you. And I know it's very easy to feel lonely, because I feel lonely and I have a lot of people around me. So, you know, some people don't have a lot of people around them, and that might be very difficult to cope with. But just know that if you don't have people around you that, you know, you want, then I'm always going to be here for you. And this channel will always be here for you. If you ever need someone to talk to, hopefully one day when I start streaming, if I do, then we'll be able to chat more, you know, live. At the moment, just leave some comments and I'll reply as soon as I can. Or leave them in the background. Anyway, that took a bit of a turn there, but just something that I wanted to talk about. I think it's important to understand that. Yeah, so I have friends who have siblings, but they've never had pets. And, for example, one of my friends, she used to absolutely hate cats. I don't know if I've brought this up before. I'm sorry if I have, but I want to bring it up again. So one of my friends used to hate cats. She had a bad experience with cats when she was young. Anyway, she lives with a roommate, and her roommate got a cat, like a little kitten, and they kind of agreed on it and stuff. But she's in love with this kitten now. She's obsessed with it completely, and she's like, I don't know why I was so indifferent to cats, you know? Like she was just saying that, and I was like, yeah, that's weird. Like if the cat, if you had a bad experience with an animal, no, that's fair enough. But she never had a bad experience with cats, and she just knew that she hated them, I guess. And I mean, that's fair enough. Like I've never had an oyster, but I know that I don't like them. Like there are some things in life that are like that, you know. But now she's obsessed with this little kitten, and it's very cute. It's a very cute kitten, and that's something that I kind of, you know, observed, and I was like, it's interesting that how different she is now. Like even just talking to her, when the subject of animals or like a cat is brought up, she jumps at it and she's like just wants to talk about it. It's nice. It's really nice. And a lot of people, especially like my parents, because we used to have animals. We don't have any animals anymore, or pets, I should say. But a lot of people, my parents included, just feel like it's too much of a hassle to cope and deal with an animal. But the amount of joy that they can bring to your life is truly, it's insurmountable. It's not even, you know, a question. So that's just something that I'm kind of thinking of, really. Just a little thought train that I had. And I hope that, you know, everybody gets to experience the joy of having a pet once in their lives. I really do. Alrighty, I don't know where I'm going with this bridge, but I've made it a bit wider because I feel like this is going to be a bridge that we can go all the way to the middle of the lake and even connect with other parts. And then even from here, for example, right, we can, yeah, like go into that direction, for example, or something like that. So let's do that. And this one we can probably just do 3, like so. So it'll kind of just be like skinnier bridge. I will leave it like that for now, kind of branching off. Now I want to mess around with these like bricky planks and the stacked planks and stuff. Let's see what they look like. They're okay. What about the bricky ones? Oh, the bricky ones look lovely. Wow. Interesting. And then how about the reinforced? Yeah, that looks okay. I think they look better the other way. So if we were to do these, okay, there we go. See how they're like kind of connected now? Yeah, I quite like that. But it doesn't really suit this. We need something darker. We need like a darker color here. Just like even just logs, you know, something like that might be enough. I would love to plant some trees here. Even just some maple trees would be absolutely amazing. Let's grab some dirt. And like with the dirt, we don't even have to make a path to it. We can just make like a little island, you know, and just put some trees around. It looks so cool. Even at the back here, right? Let's do a few of these. That's fine. Maybe expand it a bit more. On the sides here. Looks like a squid. And there you go, a bit more in this direction. So, there we go. Oh, the sun's just come out. It's great. I just want to plant a few trees here, like a couple here and there. Doesn't even have to be even, this one. It can just be a little like split up. Cool. Yeah, let's plant some trees. I want to just kind of play around with the trees because I want to plant them there and then see what they look like. We'll do a bunch of different colors. Yellow, red, and orange. So these little puddles. It's pretty cool. All right, we're going to plant yellow, red, orange, maybe one more yellow one in the middle. And let's see what happens here. Actually, let's give them a bit more space between each other. So do like that, and then another yellow one. Cool. Actually, let's do orange. We have so many orange. Yep. Might even be better to put the yellow on the inside and the orange on the outside, like so. Another red one down. Let's just see what that turns into. Let's have a bit of fun together. There we go. Cool. Alrighty. Let's get some more logs. And I think we're gonna have to turn these logs into something else. Let's see, like these overgrown maple logs. This is kind of what they're perfect for right here. We can literally just put them around the trees here, and they would make such a nice base. Gotta have a little tree farm now. Cute. I like it. On there. And then I like the idea of having like maple logs go up like this, and then a lantern on top, like that. You know what I mean? Something like that would be cool, especially at nighttime. Okay, we're building these trails off, but I really want to just do another section of farm. So maybe just over here, we'll do another one. So 3 by 3, so that's 9 blocks. And then we'll do 2 on the sides. That's like a little triangle, and maybe one more on the edge. And once again, we will cover that with, let's go these thorns this time. Oh, they only go one way. Okay, that's okay. I still think it looks nice. There we are. Yeah, I like that. That's okay. Especially when we put the fences around. I could do maybe one more like this. And there. And then I just want to mess around with the fences a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Make those dirt as well. There we are. As long as the water's hitting all of that, because we need it to be, what do you call it? Tilled? Is that the right word? When we till the soil, we need it to be able to actually be tilled. Because we're going to till all of this. That's cool. It's a nice little plot there. Maybe, oh, I'm just thinking, maybe we'll make that sugar cane. We'll make it sand instead. Have we got enough sand? 25? That should be plenty, right? Okay. So we're going to make this into sand instead. Oh, actually, no, I just realized with the sand, we kind of want it to be like a line. We don't want it to be a big plot. This is a big plot. So my apologies. We'll keep this as it was. Nighttime again. There we are. Another beautiful night for us to just work through and have a nice chat together. It's cool how like different worlds and different games feel different from morning to night. Like there's a big distinction in nighttime and morning in Minecraft. People often associate, actually, I feel like people always associate nighttime with mobs, you know, with like scary skeletons and zombies and stuff like that. This is great. And yeah, daytime's kind of like the period where you're surviving. You're able to go and get resources without the fear of mobs. Of course, in our little forever world, it's very cozy and peaceful. Oh no! Just a moment of silence for the poor squid. All that's left of him is the ink sac. I will treasure this ink sac, Mr. Squid. Poor Squid, I just watched him literally drown. That was so sad. Okay, I'm gonna need to take like a 20-second break real quick. I need to get a cushion for my bum. And luckily I have one in my room. My sister came into my room today and she was like, you know how you always complain that your bum hurts when you're playing games or recording? I was like, yeah. She's like, I got you a bum cushion. I was like, no way. And she literally got me like this really cushiony cushion for my bum. So let's see how that goes. So, I love this. It looks really cozy. All that's left at the moment for this to polish it up is just the fences, and then maybe just try different sorts of. Is that? Hello, Chuck. You, I notice. You've got the red eye on the left. That's Chuck, everybody. Did you get the message from your cousin? Told them to tell you to come say hi to me. Fences. That's what we're making. So, some sticks. Actually, we should have so many sticks in here, I'll be honest. Look at this. These twigs, we can turn them into sticks. And if I remember correctly, it's just literally this. And we're going to need so many fences. Anyway, for the fences, I was thinking of just literally something like so. Leave little gaps in them as well so we can, you know, enter and exit if needed. This one we can connect. Maybe leave it that way. All right, we've got maple wood there. Yeah, that's fine. We can go over the maple wood because we kind of need a chest area anyway, so we can put chests here. Tails are having a party. Dreamy's up on the hay bale, having the time of her life. She's dancing to some music. Alrighty, we're good. We're very good. Fences are down now. It's looking better. Still need more. Need to do more things, but that's okay. Now the sand. We should think about the sand. I think it'd be cool to have the sand on the outside of like this. Oh right, it's gonna fall. I completely forgot about that, guys. So we'll need to build like an actual base underneath of this with dirt or wood or something. It's okay. I'm kind of just thinking about what I should do. And when I say thinking about what I should do, I mean in terms of like covering the outside of this. Oops. Okay, I want to try something here as well. All right, cool. Maybe stack it vertically. Does it break them both? It doesn't. I had an incident in the last episode where I was building. Let me show you. What was the episode before? Can't remember. Anyway, you see that staircase there? That's going up. I was building that, and then I got up into the treehouse, and I destroyed one of the logs connecting to the treehouse. I think it was one of those there, and the whole tree just fell. The whole tree just got destroyed, and I was like so sad. So I was just trying to figure out if that's going to happen with these. If I break one of them, does it break all of them in a sense? But it looks like we're fine. And there's a little fence, maybe another one on this side. Yeah, we should definitely do another one on this side. Even connect it to that. There we go. There we go. Cool. Got a little fenced off area now. Oh, I love this. This is great. Got plenty of space. I like having like open space to walk around. I hate feeling claustrophobic. And I feel claustrophobic quite easily. I think I get that from my mum. My mum's a very claustrophobic person. Alrighty. We're not going to plant just yet. We're still going to expand a bit more. Kind of just worried that we're going to run out of logs while we're doing this, but it's okay. Yeah. I think it's okay. That's fine for now. Maybe just some more fences across here. There we go. Which the wood really sinks. Isn't that cool? Because they're logs. Logs are very heavy. They sink. But if I was to throw a plank down there, because it's a plank, oh, it sinks as well. Never mind. I didn't think that one through. I thought the planks would float, if I'm being honest. I have my moments, okay? I have my moments. Bricky. Can we do bricky here? Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like the bricky design. But if we're going to do bricky, it has to be like the whole thing. Alright, we gotta go up there. So we're going back to Brick Bond. There we are. Oh, one more there. Lovely. Chuck, I know you're... I'm just worried about you. I know you're exploring and stuff, but just be careful, okay? We don't want to repeat of what happened to that poor squid. Okay, I think this is fine for now. I think we should start planting some seeds. Maybe just do one more dirt area here. Keep it nice and symmetrical. So literally right here, we're going to match this. Actually, you know what? Don't even make it symmetrical. I want to have a little bit of like just randomness, you know? 2 blocks like that. Actually, get rid of that one. I actually think that's kind of perfect. Like a little 2, 3. Yeah. Make it 4. We're actually going to run out of brick bond as well now. That's okay. That's not okay, but we'll pretend like it's okay. Do we not have any brick bond left at all, really? Alrighty. Well, off to the carpenter's table. Another beautiful morning. Oh. Bit of rain coming in. I hope you're nice and cozy. Whether you're studying, relaxing, sleeping, watching, whatever you're doing, I hope you're very comfortable. Okay. Bond. Oh, got random hiccup there. There's a lot of satisfaction of organizing messy things. It's a lesson that I've learned in the last few days. Yeah, especially decorating outdoors. When something feels messy, it feels like your brain is messy. Does that make sense? Like when I'm trying to... That's lovely. That's a beautiful spot for that plot there. I hope that makes sense. feel like if my room is really messy, maybe it's just the way my brain works, but if my room is really messy, like I can't do anything. Like I can't focus or, you know what I mean? Like it drives me absolutely crazy. And it's weird because I wasn't really like that before. I feel like that's a new thing. Maybe after uni it's been like that. Flooded space. I was such a messy teenager. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. One of our trees has grown and I love it. It's so nice. Probably going to put some wheat in front of that tree. Tomatoes here, carrots there. Some beetroots around here. Flax here maybe. It'll be beautiful. Okay, time to do another plot of farming stuff. Because that is the main concern we have. So from here, we'll extend out this way just once. Maybe twice. And then some dirt. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 9, 6. This feels lopsided. 2, 3. Ah, that's why. I need another chest here. Maybe we can just put it there. We should probably leave that side open. I've lost the fence. Okay, here we go. Not a corner. Again, I'd like to leave this part open too. And this part as well. I like having open doors and open spaces. It just makes me feel a lot more comfortable. Cool. Alright, I'm happy with this. This is great. I'm gonna do something about these. I could get rid of them, but it just doesn't look the same. Maybe we can play around with this. Oh, maybe if we can connect these, it would actually look amazing, I reckon. We could do something like... Nope, other way. We can't connect that to that. Okay. Let's scratch that then. There's one more wood. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's so cute. All the fishes and salmons and turtles. I guess we'll just stick to brick one for now. It is what it is. I think this is okay, because these are, you know, opening up. Alrighty, look, we have done very well. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to keep this semi-open. Do the bricky. Yeah, that's good. No, because it's odd because it's a different color. has to be the same color as the brick bond, otherwise it doesn't really work. You know what I mean? What about crossed? Again, it's a different color. Almost looks like it's rose gold. Let's go down there and I'm worried about it. Please don't drown, buddy. Please don't drown. What about cornered? Oops. Oh, again, okay, I think the brick bond is uniquely its own color, but I really like the color. Okay. I mean, you're just asking to get drowned at this point. We're going to maybe, I don't want to just cover it, but at the same time I don't. Just leave it open like that. Okay, friends and family, looks like we have another tree that's grown. That's marvelous. I really want to start planting some seeds. Let's get that started. So, let's organize melons, cabbage, pumpkin seeds. No seeds in there. We'll work with what we've got for now. Check everything in here. Need to get all the seeds out. There we go, there's heaps of seeds in there. It's all wheat seeds though. Turtle's chilling in the boat. I'm not sure if rain makes it so that crops grow faster, but I would assume that it does. I think that's a safe assumption. Ah, this is awesome. Look at these plots that we've got now. Alright, let's start with tomatoes. Cabbage, beetroot. I don't want to sort it because then it's going to get rid of pumpkin, cabbage. Where on earth did I put my... Okay, here we go. Do we just plant the tomatoes like this? No, we don't. We must have tomato seeds somewhere. There they are. We've only got 7. That's rough. That's okay. That's what we have to do. If that's all we've got to do, then that's all we've got to do. Let's plant them sparsely. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's fine for now. Now with tomato seeds, if we were to harvest them, let's get some bones, make some bone meal. Some bone meal, make some more. Now, for those of you that don't know, bone meal, and I learned this from my friend Alex, can be used to grow crops extremely fast. It's kind of like a fertilizer. If you right click the crop, see how it just instantly grows? So what I want to find out is if we grow this tomato vine and then we collect it, do we then get more seeds to plant? It doesn't look like we do. We're in trouble. Because we've only got 7 tomato seeds. That's okay. No worries. We'll deal with it. I want the wheat to be here in front of the trees. The reason for that is that when wheat grows, it has a nice orangish yellowish tint. And these are maple trees, so they're going to match. So I'm thinking about that. That's why I kind of want to do that. Let's grab some cabbage, flax, beetroot. What we've got? Damn, we need more seeds. But we had way more. Okay, we'll plant some beetroots here. Actually, maybe cabbage. Let's plant some cabbage here. Cabbage is very important. Greens, very important for us as humans. I'm gonna till this. And this can be beetroots. There we go. Cool. And then this plot here. Have we got pumpkin seeds? We don't really want to plant, but we'll do flax. We'll do flax here. Flax, because they're kind of like long and tall. We want it to be like a strip. So maybe instead of having it, we can do this. This is okay. Man, I'd love to have some strawberry seeds. Can we have a look at what kind of seeds we can get? Okay, so we've got wheat, pumpkin, melon, beetroot, torchflower, pine, winterleaf, scale fruit, beans, cabbage, tomatoes, flax, cantaloupe, mushroom, pumpkin, gourd, berry, loom corn. Okay, we've got quite a few still that we can be, putting down. We've got flax down as well, fiery bean. Carrots. Let's do the carrots next because don't forget that there are seedlings that aren't seedlings. You know what I mean? So if we type, I can't type fruit, but if we type root, maybe we can get something. No, not really. Okay. For some reason my F key doesn't work on the keyboard. Carrots. Here we go. Carrots. We've still got sugar canes as well that we need to put down. And pumpkin seeds. Now pumpkin seeds. I think we're gonna keep the pumpkins around here. Same with the melons. I'm not too fussed with them. Cabbages. Wheat. Got to check the barrels, didn't I? Barrels are empty. We're happy. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all these other seeds here. We're probably going to get rid of them though because we want to have everything kind of neat and ordered around here. So we'll put some carrots here. 6, 7. Now we do have only 10 carrots, but we'll do our best to kind of fill it. On this side. There we are. That's okay for now. The more of these that we get, the more we'll plant. So the beetroots are planted. Cabbages are planted. These ones are taking a little bit too long to become tilled. I'm a little bit worried because I feel like they should have. Ah, there we go. Okay. They're just taking their time. Alright, cool. I feel like this is more than enough space at the moment for our little farm area. So we're going to keep it as it is. And we're going to head back and we're probably going to just collect all these crops. For now. The good thing is we have food for days. Egush is going to need that food when he does some crazy questing and stuff on the gaming channel. So it's good that we've prepared all of this food for the adventures. Now we'll need to make some chests, which should be pretty easy. We could even just maybe collect the chests from here if I'm being honest. 1, 2. Oh, that chest has a lot in it. Okay, let's just sort it out real quick so we can make it easy for ourselves. That chest can remain as it is, but we'll need this one here as well. There we go. And I'm actually thinking, sorry, that may have been a bit loud. I'm actually thinking that we can plant trees all around this garden area instead of crops. And we can kind of just harvest wood from around here. So I'm thinking of just planting saplings all around here with maple saplings, oak saplings, all different types. I absolutely love how this has turned out so far. Let's put a few lanterns down in the corners. Oh, not like that. There we are. One over there. Come on. There we are. We'll have one over here. Maybe put a fence down on the corner there. And put a lantern on the top of the fence. Yeah, that's quite cozy. We'll need some light on this side as well. Just put a lantern there for now. Lovely. This is gorgeous. Oh, leaves coming down. Could even hang a lantern off of one of these trees, but I mean, we're probably going to harvest these trees later. In between these trees, I would love, 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 love to put some wheat. Maybe even some cabbage. Let's mix it up. Cabbage there. Beetroot, sure. And then we've got wheat. And maybe even some flax. I'm kind of just mixing it up and decorating a little bit. And it's like counterintuitive, but a melon would be cool. We had a few melons growing out of here. I don't know how that's going to work because we've got wood there, but we'll see. I'm looking for flax. 3, 4 flax. Another beetroot there and there. And then just a wheat seed there and there. Cool. That's all going to grow eventually, so we're just going to chill. But like I said, we do want to put a torch down. Or a lantern. Honestly, maybe just on the corner. On the 2 corners like that. Alrighty, let's plant some saplings around here. We'll grab all different types of saplings that we've got. So we've got oak. I love oak trees. You know, they're the default, the best, kind of just, you can't live without them in a sense. I'm gonna grab some red, some orange. We don't seem to have any fur sap. Oh no, I've already got some, never mind. Some yellow. And just to compensate, because we've got so many different colors, grab a few more of the default ones. The standard ones. And we're just gonna grab them all. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's good. Plenty for now. We'll plant some saplings here next to Mooney. Hello, Mooney. One there. I wonder if we plant 4 of these together, if it's gonna grow as a big tree. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna grab some dirt now. And just surround this with dirt. There we go. I kind of want to see a big fir tree. That would be really cool. See how big this tree is? That's only one still, but it's a lovely tree. Hi guys. I'm gonna plant you a tree here, okay? We've got some oak saplings. Maybe one there. I'm gonna leave that open there. And on this side, oak sapling there, and maybe a corner. Make a few. I want to blend this section with oak, so cool. Saplings all over the place. Let's actually grab more fir saplings because I love fir trees. And we're just gonna put some of them down as well. Maybe around here. Somehow the sugarcane was growing on the grass. I don't think that's really legal. I think it's breaking the physics of Minecraft. Okay. For some reason we can put sugarcane. Oh, maybe we can't put it on dirt. Okay. No, we can't put it on dirt. What's going on? I thought you could only put sugarcane on sand. I've been completely bamboozled. The turtle's having an absolute rave. He's trying to wake up the others, I think. They're having breakfast together. They had a brunch planned. Okay, let's stop joking around. And some more saplings. These saplings, when they grow, it's hard to imagine it, but I think it's going to look really cozy leading into our like garden area. So maybe one over there. Maybe one over here. Maybe further. There we are. I'm not sure how to until farmland. Sounds like farmland. And I don't want to have to break it and replant it. So we'll just leave it for now. I think this is more than enough. We'll leave it as it is. We do need to grow more sugarcane, if I'm being honest. They're kind of on a loose end with sugarcane. Let's grab the chest that we've gotten and let's start putting some stuff back. So we can do a double chest here. Oh, okay. That's new. Double chest there. Maybe a double chest there as well. And what is this? This is cabbage, tomato, and wheat. So grab anything relating to cabbage. Sort by name. Sort. So wheat. C for cabbage. Cabbage. And what was the last one? Tomatoes. Tomato vines. Put the tools back in there. Tomato, rotten tomato, anything relating to that. Okay, that's good. Normal wheat as well. Oops, cabbage, beetroot, saplings, melons. Cool. I think I just saw some beetroots in there. Yep. And cabbages as well. Cool. Alrighty, so wheat. Put wheat in this one. I actually thought we had way more wheat. We don't have as much as I thought we did. And then we've got cabbages in here. And maybe we'll put the cabbages and the beetroots together. Cabbage and beetroot. Excuse me, mate. I'm trying to do some sorting here. I know your family's probably still sleeping, and I'm sorry. They had a late night last night, if I'm being honest. Flax, tomato, tomatoes, beetroots. Oh, why did I put beetroots here? There's no beetroots here. What am I doing? I lost the plot. Okay, so that's tomatoes, cabbage. Cool. And another tree just grew. That's awesome. All right, now the beetroots and the flax, we need a chest for them. So we can put a chest. Maybe even like here would be fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Or we could do a little, how about we do a little work here? Let's grab a shovel. We've got 3 pickaxes. What is going on? Oh yeah, because I was gonna go mining. What I'm thinking is we'll expand this out a bit this way, just a tad. Lovely. And we'll put the chest one further. So I need the brick pond. Yep. There we go. Chest goes in there. There we are. One, 2, 3. How many more maple logs? I don't have many left. In fact, I don't have any left after this. 1, 2. Cool. And just do this at the back of the chest there. Cool. And this chest is going to have beetroots and flax. Flax seeds. I don't have any. I've got beetroots on me, but I think I already took the seeds. B for beetroot. No, that's fine. Flax, beetroot. Flax. Lovely. Flax, beetroot. Alrighty. I'm going to take a quick break for a minute or so. Just go get some water for myself because my throat is starting to hurt a little bit. So I'll be right back. Okay, I hope you're having a productive session. For the people that are trying to sleep or have already fallen asleep, we need to be a little bit quiet, okay? So let's relax. Okay. Beautiful new day for us by the looks of it. I do want to do a bit of fishing today, if possible, because I really need to get some more levels. Okay, we'll put the flax and all that back now. We've got pumpkin and melon seeds still. We're probably going to go and put those back there. We've got berries to plant as well, actually. Should do that too. We've only got 2 here, but... Green tea leaves. Can we plant green tea leaves? No, we can't. So the melon seeds we'll put back real quick. Melon, pumpkin. Do I have any melon? I've got pumpkin and melon on me as well. Cool. Melon, pumpkin. Most of the rest is just wood and like building stuff, which is exactly what we wanted. We have some maple hanging signs. Count 5 out of 16. Okay. Let's quickly make an area for the berries. Now the berries are a bit dangerous because maybe even just like right here will do, honestly. Gotta be a little bit careful with the berries because they give you a little bit of a sting if you're not careful. So maybe in the corners like this. Put a little bit of dirt down. And the good thing about berries is I don't think they need water because I found them not near water before. Nevertheless, we're gonna till some soil and plant some berries. Wanted to get more as well. We've got 6 more to plant. I think that's actually a perfect amount. One, 2, 3, 4. We've got 2 more. We'll put them maybe in the corner here if there is some space. No, that's okay. We'll leave them. Do we have no chests left there? Oh, okay. We'll need some more chests. Now, I want to keep all the flowers we've got because I also want to put flowers around here in the future. So I want to leave this chest where it is. But if there's another chest we could get pumpkins and stuff in there, might just have to build one. Craft one, I should say. Oh, hey, that 4 saplings that we put down actually did become a 4 tree. That's kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. This tree has also grown, but I don't want this layer here, so I'm just gonna break a little bit of it. I'm happy to leave some towards the animals over there. So we can leave some over the animals there. What was I gonna do? I was going to make some chests. We need some fir sapling, some fir wood for that, because I think these are fir chests, right? Yeah, they are. And I quite like the way they look. They suit the colors quite well. Let's go and see if we've got any fir wood. I say fir, but it could very well be fir or like fire. Firewood. That sounds a bit Irish. Got any firewood? But no, I think it's fir. Fir wood. So we're gonna grab some fir wood. And yes, we've got plenty of fir wood. We just need enough for a few chests. I'm thinking 4 chests. So I think that'll be enough, but just in case, let's take a little bit more. Well, there we go. Okay. Did you hear that? I think that was Zara. Zara. Hello. Hi, guys. Or girls, I should say. You want some fish? That's one for you. And that's one for you. You better be getting along, yeah? Yes, okay. Zara nodded, which means they're definitely getting along. Good. Kind of want to move the cats upstairs into the treehouse. I think that'll be a better spot for them. I was taught from a young age that cats should be always indoors, not out on the streets, because not only do they damage the environment, I know it's kind of sad, but they do. They also, they don't do well outside. They pick up a lot of diseases and stuff like that, so I think that would ironically look better on the other side. My friend Brady has a cat that he's had for, I think, close to 20 years, maybe longer. Her name's Mushka, very cute cat. But no, he's kept that cat indoors for a long time. I don't think cats live that long usually, like 20 plus years. But because he's pretty much had the cat indoors the whole time that it's been alive, it's kind of been able to live that long. I do believe in letting animals free though, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I had a cat at the moment. I'm planning to get a cat in the future, maybe two. But if I had a cat, I don't know if I'd want to just keep it indoors the whole time. I know that's the best thing for them, but it is an animal at the end of the day, and you really want it to be able to experience nature. All the crops are starting to grow. It's making me so happy. All right, we've got the chests that we wanted to get because we want to put carrots and stuff around here. So let's put a chest over here. Is that a good spot? No, not really, because it's blocking the view. Here we go, on this side. That's perfect. And this will be carrots and berries. Oh, and tea leaves. Let's put the tea leaves in there as well. Any berries we'll put in here, I guess. Can we grow glow berries? We're gonna find out. No, we can't. That's sad. I would have liked to grow some glow berries. I don't have any more berries or anything, so we're chilling. Alright, next is saplings. Let's collect all the saplings that we have. Yep. That's pretty much all of them, really. And I want to put all... Oh! You can see exactly what I mean. The berry bush has grown and it's already giving me a little bit of a hit. I didn't lose any health from that though, so I think it's pretty chill. A lot of our trees are starting to grow in the garden, which is great. We do have a sapling chest here, and I think we'll just keep this as the sapling chest, to be honest. There's some tomatoes there, tea leaves, wheat seeds. Yeah, I think I want to keep that as the sapling chest, to be honest. Now let's do some sugar canes. That'll be next. Honestly, I might be okay to just keep the sugar canes around here. Just thinking. I don't really want to extend this anymore at the moment. I'd rather keep it the way it is. I think this is great. Eventually we will. There's a lot of wheat over there. That's somebody else's farm, by the way. I'm not sure who it is. Maybe you see on the map we've got a farmer out in the over there. Maybe it's their farm. Not sure. But yeah, so for the sugar cane, I think I might just leave it on the shore here. I think that's legit fine. I think it has to be next to the water. Yeah, it does. Otherwise you can't plant it. Can I nudge this boat along? I don't even think I can get into the boat when the turtles are in there. They've just claimed that boat for themselves. Oh, there's so many turtles here. My God, what's going on? 5, 6, 7 turtles in one spot. They're having like a council meeting or something. Oh. You guys need to be quiet, you're so loud. People are trying to sleep. Okay, let's plant some more sugarcane on this side here as well. Curious to see if the sugarcane will grow while they're next to saplings and trees. Oh man. And we'll need a chest for the sugar canes, so let's build a chest. maybe even extend this out. Something like this. Ah, you see? The sugarcane just got destroyed on its own. I wonder why. Was it because the tree was trying to grow but it didn't let it or something? Oh, it's because it's not near water anymore. Okay. That makes sense. Well, in that case, we'll leave this as it is for now, actually. But I do want to kind of cover this with a bit more wood. The reason being is that I want to make this like another farmy area. There we go. Plant more saplings here. No, you're joking. I can't watch. We can put some sugarcane around here as well. Oh, I can't plant it on the tilled. Okay. In that case, over there. I don't think we'll need much more sugarcane than that anyway, if I'm being honest. So we're pretty chill. Cool. But I do need a sugarcane chest still, so maybe even just these barrels. Yeah, that looks good to me. Why not? Cool. Alrighty, tea leaves and stuff go in here still, so we're gonna do that. Tea leaves. We get tomatoes. And I missed a turtle. No cabbages. Wheat. And I mean, tomatoes should go in here. Even the rotten ones. Lovely. We are very chill at the moment. Okay, all we've got left is like all the wood and stuff that we're going to build with. Let's start putting some glass around. I think something's wrong on my mouse. It keeps double clicking. So we'll put some glass down. Maybe some sand. Oh, and we want to put the grass blocks down. And you know what? While we're at it, let's change some of this to like normal dirt. There we are. Put a grass block down there so that it kind of starts spreading grass. Now, this is a silk touch axe, so we can collect grass blocks with that and use that to kind of color in ungrassed areas. So like if we get a couple grass blocks from here, put these down. I remember playing Skyblock a long time ago. I don't know if you've ever played Skyblock, but grass blocks are like the most valuable thing in Skyblock. You can trade them for some really cool things. I don't want to have this tree just as its own on the outside there. Another tree there. Actually, no, let's extend this out a bit. Give the tree some space. Grass block in the middle. Oops, there's a shell there. There we are. Lovely. This one we'll leave as it is. Something like that. Grass block over there. Cool. Okay. Awesome. Grass and dirt blocks will probably... Actually, you know what? We've got a spare double chest. Let's chuck it down here. And We'll just put grass blocks and dirt and sand in there. Actually, keep the sand for a sec. Now, for the sand, I was actually thinking, how can I do this? Thinking of putting sand like around this tree here. There we are. Sugarcane. Cool. Now let's do some glass stuff, because glass is awesome, and if we put some around here, it'll make it look really cool. So for example, like we can break a few blocks here and there. Hey. There we go. Alrighty. Glass. That's cool. I like that. It doesn't have to be even, to be honest. I like that it's kind of uneven. And then we'll put some more. We just one over here. Oh, we're not going to be able to do this, are we? Okay. It's my bad. But yeah, one there, and then maybe somewhere over here. That's awesome. I mean, heck, we could even do a couple over here like this. See how it looks. Oh, that is cool. Don't get me wrong, I love asymmetrical stuff when it's not all in sync, but sometimes symmetry just satisfies something in your brain, doesn't it? It's really cool. Do one more there. Lovely. Yep, I'm happy with that. One more there. You want to kind of go easy with the glass. You don't want to just like do glass everywhere, because it can be like overburdening to have too much glass. I think what we've got now is kind of perfect. We're going to go and look for some of the blocks that we've broken. So we're looking for the glass. There we are. I want to make sure I don't drown by accident. There's some more on this side. There we are. There's one more just over here. I think that's all of it. Yep, it is. Let's put these overgrown maple logs to use now and put some lanterns around the lake. Maybe one over here somewhere. It's pretty cool that we've got like a little ravine here, because I can definitely build something underwater in the future, and that'll be awesome. We'll do one more lantern just over here. It's a big catfish. Cool. Very happy with what we've done today. We've organized the crops a lot more, so we have more space, and because we've planted so many trees around here, this place is starting to look very cozy. In fact, now that I know we can put down, bundles of 4 fir saplings, I would love to make a little dirt patch somewhere over here and just put like some fir saplings around. Cool. get into the... There we are. Cool. And maybe do another 4. Oh, I would love to. If I'm being honest, this was one of the first things we ever... I think this was the first thing we actually built, this place. And if I'm being honest, I don't really use it ever. So I might just start kind of deconstructing this place, and I might as well do it now. Yeah, there might be a way we can get rid of the whole thing if we break a block on the bottom. No. We'll need to manually destroy the whole thing. That's okay. Yeah, I kind of want to just get rid of this. I don't have vein mining. That's okay. Oh, actually, we can get this glass back too because I've got silk touch. Actually, you know what? We should start with the ceiling. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't think anybody has any attachment to this place. I'm sorry if you do, but we've really only used this place like once. Oh, the lantern just fell and caught on fire. Hey, we might actually just let it catch fire because then it'll just burn the whole thing down, right? Let's see what happens. A little bit of experimenting. I do want the glass though. Let's grab the glass. Glass is not easy because you need to find sand and smelt sand, and you know, it's a whole big thing, so. Oof. Got some nice fire sounds. I find fire sounds to be very cozy as well. I'll grab those real quick. Yeah, lately I've been kind of trying to get into building different kinds of habits and better habits and stuff like that. I'm a pretty healthy person overall. I feel like I don't have any really toxic habits. But I think it's just important to understand the psychology behind building certain habits and how you build negative habits and how to break them and stuff. So I've been reading this book, Atomic Habits, and it's absolutely phenomenal. The thing that I think the thing that makes it so good, personally, is the fact that almost everything that is said in the book has some kind of scientific or real world link. For example, I'm very early into reading it at the moment, but there's an analogy that the author uses, where he talks about the British cycling team. Yeah, like bicycling. You're saying that for almost 100 years, the British cycling team has never won any, medals or anything like that. And then this new coach came along, and his goal was to improve everything slowly by 1%. So he was like, if I can just improve every aspect of the cycling team's productivity, or just the day-to-day by 1%, right? It'll compound. And that's kind of the beauty of the habits, right? And that's what it teaches. It's like compounding habits. Anyway, this coach came in and he started making very small changes. The diet, what they ate day by day. Maybe they work out an extra 5 minutes every day, whatever it is, just very small changes to their routines that are almost unnoticeable. because they're such small changes. They're like literally unnoticeable. I'm trying to think exactly what he was doing with this team, but it's just not coming to my mind for some reason. I might be getting a bit tired. Anyway, yeah, so very small habit changes, right? And within 2 years, the cycling team started winning gold medals in events and Olympic events, and then they actually went on to win 4 consecutive years in a row or something like that. So they went from not winning a single medal, not even bronze, in over 100 years or close to 100 years, and now they're winning gold medals 4, 5, 6 years in a row. They broke world records like multiple years in a row. They broke their own records, and that's kind of like a testimony to how small changes can make a massive impact. Even just a 1% increase in your productivity or the way you do things can become, like, over time, a big compound. If you improve 1% a day, that's a 365% increase every year. Now, 1% a day is unattainable, in my opinion. You can't do 1% every single day. You might do it maybe half the days of the year, but that's still 180%. Pretty crazy. Anyway, we've almost deconstructed this entire house area now. And we might even just get rid of these and kind of just leave the wood on the floor. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this side of the lake yet. It's just an open space for the future, I guess. We'll figure something out. Or we can leave it as like a wharf for now. This looks quite cozy. The good thing is we're going to get a lot of wood off of this. Was it all fur? It was all fur. I wouldn't even mind just putting some corners down still. And just somewhat leaving it as it was. Yeah, this is fine. This looks kind of cozy. Got some ash. Can we collect that? Oh, we can. Not sure what we use ash for, but there we are. You see, I don't mind this. This is still kind of nice as a wharf. Got a few loose things around. Actually, only one left. Is it underneath the... I think it's underneath here. Is it? There it is. This is lovely. We can just leave this as it is. It's too much. One there. No, that's still too much. Just leave it as it was. Perfect. Cool. Put another torch in. Yeah, we can leave this as it is. It's still a pretty nice design because, I mean, we designed it a while ago and we tried to make it cozy. So we can leave that like that for now. And we'll figure out what to do with it later. This is pretty much the first thing I built in this world. So I don't really want to say goodbye to it yet. I kind of want to just keep it here. There we go. Alrighty. We've done very well today. Let's go and start sorting some of the wood and stuff back at the treehouse. We have a lot of stuff left over that we don't really... Oh, we have a lot of bone meal. Let's put the bone meal here by the garden. We'll put it in the middle. Oops, sorry, I must have put it over here. There we are. Now, Egush is getting quite hungry, so let's quickly have some bone broth. Actually had some bone broth earlier today in real life. Nom nom nom. There we go. And yeah, Oopsie and Daisy and stuff moving around. Let's go and sort some stuff out back at the treehouse now. Kind of just lost track of time. I'm gonna use this one. But wow, yeah, that's time has just flown past. Glass. Any more glass? Shards. There, we got a lot of glass back from that place. Considering we put glass down as well. Let's put all the wood back. Literally all of it. Maybe even the dirt as well. Wood, 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 wood. That was paper and sand. Put paper there actually. Paper is technically wood, but we don't want moss blocks in there. What's that? And saplings. What are they doing in there? Wood, wood, wood. Any more wood on me? Just some signs. We do want to put the signs down at the farm area, or even just downstairs. So we'll keep them with us. We're gonna need another wood chest. Maybe we'll move all the wood stuff over here and use this area for wood. Let's do that. Just put everything in the backpack for a sec. And then get rid of that sign. Alrighty. So put a sign over here. Wood. Oops. Wood. There we go. Alrighty, all of this wood stuff. I got a bit of dirt just then. It's okay. Dirt, 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 dirt. It's all wood, right? Yeah, pretty much. Not that. And not the signs either. Keep the signs on me. The bowls are technically, these ones technically look like they're made out of wood, but we want to keep them with us. More wood. And we can start splitting it into this chest as well. It's good that we have so much wood now that we can sort of split it between two chests. Okay, dirt. Dirt and farming. So dirt and the saplings. Now we do have saplings at the lake, but I'm happy to put them here as well. Pretty much anything like green or relating to farming can go in there. We've got some sand. All that's left really is carpets, which we can actually put in a treehouse. Oh, we've got a bed here. Now, I think we do have a bed in our living quarters. And I want to set that as my respawn point because I actually don't think I've done that yet. But we have another bed now. So if we ever have a companion or a friend that comes and spends the night, we can have a little spot for them as well. Doesn't need to be a double chest, does it? Oh, right. We have to get these. There we go. There we go. We've got 2 beds now. And then some more carpets we can put down. Okay. I have no clue what this stuff is. I'm just going to put it in there. Potatoes. Some seashells and stuff like that. So more seashells. I guess we can collect our seashells in there. Why not? Ash. Bowl. Yeah. Put a lot of this stuff in here. We might as well. It's kind of just like a seashells and memorabilia, let's say. We've got 2 furnaces, some more wood we've got to put back. How cute are these little chairs? Alright, so some more wood. And maple hanging signs. I want to keep those signs with me because I might need to put them downstairs. Got to put the pumpkin seeds back. Well, I'll just check them in here for now. Coal and furnaces can go downstairs. That's pretty much everything, right? That's everything. I love the way those rays are coming through. Alright, so coal, we might as well start putting back into the furnaces. These furnaces once again are running out of coal again. That's crazy. We don't have any coal left again, eh? We've got furnaces with coal, but you know, some of them are starting to run out already, which is just absurd. Oh, I'm yawning. I must be getting tired myself. As much as I love helping other people sleep, sometimes I need to sleep as well. Lately, I kind of just been. I don't even think I have a sleeping schedule anymore. Like some nights I'll sleep at 10 p.m. Other nights I'll be up till 7 in the morning. It's absolutely crazy that my body just does not have an internal clock. I feel like I just don't have an internal clock. It's just crazy. Okay, these maple signs we'll put downstairs. Oh, the bowls. Let's put the bowls back in the cauldron. There we are. Is that a thing? Are people just born? Some people just born without an internal clock? Because I feel like that's me. It's kind of crazy. We need to make some more signs for our dreamers in the next few episodes. Let's go and do that. I'm not a big fan of the hanging signs for people's names because one, they're too high, and two, they always move around, especially when they're not indoors. So we're gonna get some planks and some sticks. Two different colored ones, which is great. So we've got fir signs and maple signs. At least that way we're ready to put some lovely people who have left some lovely and sweet comments. And we'll put their names in the garden so that they are forever remembered. Might even just walk around and look at some of the names that we've got. It's so cool to see all these different names. And these are all people that have left lovely comments. This is a very nice person. Not to say that everybody else isn't nice, but Sasa is very, very active on our channel and she's becoming a friend. We've got Bacon Boy, that was one of our first people that we commemorated. And Josh. And Shroom Babe, I remember Shroom Babe. Crispy Bread again, that was a very early episode. I remember this tree was kind of just on its own here and there was just grass all around it. This was not here at all, this was all just like dirt. We've even got names upstairs. Let's have a look. I remember putting some names down up here. Sebastian's Darling. And some of these people might not be watching anymore. Some of them might be. We'll never know. But, you know, it's kind of like they were here in the past. And in the future, you know, as our channel grows and we get even more people watching, maybe they'll come back. Who knows? We're all on a different path in life. I think that's most of the names, but it's just nice to look at them. Yeah, we all have our own paths in life, and sometimes they'll cross again, sometimes they won't. That's okay. I do feel like if I start streaming, my paths will cross much more with certain people, you know, or like people that watch the stream, because that's more interactive. Jake Gardner, how did I forget about you? Hope you've been well, Jake. Alrighty, I feel like I'm ready to call it a night. I'm gonna leave this beautiful, cozy forever world and go into the real world now. And we're going to pretty much just end over here in our cozy new garden. Oh, I don't even know what to call this place. Oh, the carrots. Okay, so we do get heaps of carrots if we break it. Look at how many we get. That's awesome. And it's telling me to break it with an axe. So with an axe we get 5. With our hands we get... oh, about 2 or 3. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Oh, we're still getting 4 or 5. Now we can plant even more carrots. I haven't really checked out the recipes that we can make with these carrots yet, but we will eventually make heaps because I think carrots are awesome recipes. I'm getting heaps of beetroot seeds as well while we do this. This is cool. Crops are growing quite quickly. I wonder if that's because of the rain. Alrighty, beetroot, some beetroot seeds. And then we've got carrots. We even got some berries. Yeah, okay, awesome. I want to thank you for being here with me. And I really hope that you were able to fall asleep, and I hope that this video has carried you through that. I also hope that you're looping this so that it keeps playing while you're sleeping and keeps you nice and cozy. If you haven't, then that's okay. If you are here to study, I hope you had a productive session. I'm out of words. I'm so tired now as well. Thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next episode, my friend. Dream on.